for the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. Now Augustine, after the missed 3 from Lopez. Over Bledsoe. Augustine, no luck. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. But there's no question this team can shoot the ball, and that's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Here's Bledsoe. Lays it up and banks it in.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
And it's the Magic's ball. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Now here's Middleton, following the miss by Evan Fournier.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here's Vucevic, following the bucket by the Bucks. Over Lopez. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Gordon.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Bledsoe looking it over. Here's Middleton, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now here is Augustine. His last outing, 16 points for him. Vucevic. Clark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space. To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend in my mind.
Here's Augustine, following the basket by Giannis. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Clock at 6. Pass to Fournier. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter. Every season he's been in the league.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Fournier. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Again, the Magic score.
How about the ball handling display by Fournier? I like that rhyme.
I do, too. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Gordon. Ross is checked in for Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
1:22 left to play in the first. Hill looking it over. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
No good from Ross.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Connaughton, who's guarded by Fournier. Here's Lopez. He hits it from 9.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ross. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And a switcher also for Orlando. Carter Williams is checked in. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Fultz. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get... Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something...
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
We've got George Hill. Marvin Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Hill maintaining his balance there. That's a tough and one finish by the fundamentally sound guard. Tell you what, George Hill is one of my favorite players to watch. A veteran point guard. He's bounced around a bit the last few seasons, but he gives you leadership, toughness, a cool demeanor, and he's one of the smartest players I've ever been around. Brings value to every team that he plays on.
Here's Bamba. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. And with Hill, as you said, Clark, he's a perfect fit as a second-unit leader.
Yeah, I love the fact that George Hill really gives you everything you need in the backcourt. He's an excellent defender, makes really good decisions, can score the ball when you need him to. He's ideal to come off the bench because he packs a lot of production into short playing stints.
And it goes down 2 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Ross. Passes it to Birch. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Korver. The shot by Birch, no good. Bucks leading by 8. Hill drives in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I think that's why Hill's teammates really like him. I mean, he gets to the hoop rapidly and really does it in a simple-looking fashion.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Clark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic,
yes.
Outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. Ennis, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. To halt the run, Augustine no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Orlando Magic. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Back to Augustine. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Ennis. Matthews with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And the Magic making a change here as well. Fournier is checked in.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players, draft guys with great length, and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Bledsoe against Augustine. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Bledsoe's got 6.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Gordon. Count that one. That's 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside Fournier. He kicks it to Vucevic. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Augustine finds Fournier. Vucevic with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
And the Bucks making a change here. Korver's checked in. Then for the Magic, Terrence Ross is checked in for Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Vucevic against Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
Fultz looking around. Over Giannis.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for
And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem, and it's Ennis in at the small forward. Augustine against Bledsoe for 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Vucevic against Lopez. And it's Vucevic missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Stolen by Middleton. Out to the right wing. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 6 assists in the game. And the athleticism is obvious for Gordon, but he continues, Clark, to still work on his skill game.
I love the fact that he's continuing to improve. He's grown as a shooter and a playmaker. He's always been a pretty good ball handler and passer, and we really forget how young he is, man. This guy still has a lot of room to grow.
Augustine against Bledsoe. Middleton outside. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Middleton on the wing. Vucevic defending. Now the feed to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Here's Giannis. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
They get a hand on it. Fournier passes to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Bucks. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Trying to get something going. They get it back, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Augustine against Bledsoe. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Hill. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You've got to give credit to how Hill just bounces off contact like it's not even phasing him. I mean, he really knows how to finish in style.
Now, here's Fultz. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. They need this. Up again, off the mark. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Ilyasova out there with Williams. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Hill. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Ilyasova kicks to Hill. Floats one. And he lays it up and in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And it's blocked.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Williams kicks to Korver. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. So Orlando will take it the other way. Ross against Hill. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
That free throw good from Ross. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. The Magic making a switch here. Owundu's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Connaughton. The shot comes out. The Magic go the other way with it. Korver against Carter Williams. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Hill. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Frazier, he's checked in for Fultz. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Guys, the scoring efficiency for DJ Augustin peaking in the last couple of seasons. As he enters his 30s, he's showing he can be an impactful offensive player.
First one falls for him. And along with the shooting, Clark, Augustin a pretty good passer as well.
Yeah, not a big rate of assist or a huge rate of assist, but what I like, he takes care of the basketball. He doesn't turn it over a lot, and he's got a really tight handle. And when you shoot as well as he does, no need to put the ball in jeopardy. Hold on to it and make sure you get a good look.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, it's been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Carter Williams with it. He's picked up by Hill. 6 to shoot. Owundu passes to Birch. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Birch has got his first basket.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Hill dishes to Lopez. Feeds it to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And like many big men in the league, Clark, as he's aged, Marvin Williams has relied more on his outside shooting.
You know, he's been in the league a long time, guys, but when he first came in back in the mid-2000s, there was less emphasis on forwards being able to shoot the ball from outside. Give him a lot of credit for adjusting to the league and honing a shot that has always been a skill that's been part of his package. He can knock down the deep shot now.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Ilyasova. Fades back. Chalk up two there.
Nice use that time of the mid-range area of the floor from Ilyasova. His stroke, so nice.
Frazier against Korver. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Frazier against Korver. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.